Good morning, everyone. It's Friday morning, and this is 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm. We're going to take a look at today's weather and an update on the weekend forecast. Some maybe good news and bad news when it comes to the weekend. And if you have outdoor plans, you'll want to pay attention to what we have to say about timing of potential showers and thunderstorms. Speaking of showers and thunderstorms, we had a skinny little line of showers and storms in some parts of the area very early this morning. But this interesting little feature is what we're watching now across central Ohio. This is actually a compact area of low pressure, or what we call a mesoscale convective vortex, MCV, kind of a fancy meteorological term for a little potent, compact area of low pressure that typically produces a cluster of showers and storms. This actually originated way out in Colorado and Oklahoma about 36 hours ago, and it's made its way all the way east. This is producing some heavy rain and some bouts of thunder from the I-71 corridor, Mansfield to Columbus, over across the I-70 corridor, east of Columbus towards Zanesville and Cambridge, as of this recording at 7:53. Now, this is tracking to the east-northeast. There's very little severe weather threat with this, but as this tracks to the east-northeast, we're not going to be able to rule out a couple of loud bangs of thunder and some frequent lightning and some decent rainfall rates as well. Here's one of our latest models and how it handles this going forward. This pushes this little cluster of showers and storms into our area around mid-morning in most spots, 9, 10, 11 o'clock. A lot of us are going to get wet. Some of us are going to hear some thunder. But this will not be an all-day thing. By noon, it's just about out of here. So by 1 or 2 in the afternoon, the sun should be breaking out. And once the sun breaks out at any location, temperatures will shoot up really quickly. We'll make our way into the 80s in most of the valley as we go into this afternoon. So as we go into the day tomorrow, here's the latest outlook from the Storm Prediction Center as far as the severe weather threat. Let me actually zoom out a little bit so you can see this a little bit better. If you think of our severe weather threat scale as a 1 to 5 scale, 5 being the highest threat, 1 being on the lower end, parts of northern Ohio are in number 1 tomorrow on that 1 to 5 scale, or a marginal risk of severe weather. This includes parts of our TV viewing area. Now, don't split hairs too much here. Hey, Trumbull County's in the 1 and the rest of us aren't. Let's not get that, specific because these are not meant to be county by county outlooks. But the general idea is that severe weather risks tomorrow will be highest across northern Indiana, maybe southeastern Michigan, northwest Ohio, with somewhat decreasing odds of severe thunderstorms as you head off to the south and east into the Mahoning and Shenango valleys. It's going to be a hot and muggy start to the weekend tomorrow, with temperatures making their way into the upper 80s to around 90, in fact, flirting with a record. Now, the timing of any potential storms tomorrow would be pretty late in the afternoon, so if you have outdoor plans in the morning and midday hours, you're looking pretty good. Here's a look at our model output for midday on Saturday. Not much going on, just stinking hot and muggy with some sun. The atmosphere getting pretty unstable at this point with the humid air and the hot air. We need a trigger to cause these storms to bubble up tomorrow. There is a weak frontal boundary that is going to be sliding through northern Ohio tomorrow. It's really, really weak and subtle, but it may be just enough to initiate some thunderstorm activity late in the afternoon, 4 to 5 p.m. maybe, in the Cleveland area, heading up towards the I-90 corridor along the lakeshore. And then some of this could slip to the south and east as we go into the evening, so closer to early evening, mid-evening, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Now, the confidence on this band of showers and storms initializing and making its way into our area is not very high. This is what the model shows, but our confidence that this is reality is not very high. That being said, if you have outdoor plans tomorrow evening, if you've got a graduation party in your backyard or something like that, be prepared for the possibility that a quick-moving, gusty band of showers and storms will move through. I think the severe weather threat, the threat for winds in excess of 60 miles per hour and large hail, it's on the lower end, the chances of the storms being that significant. But still, a gusty storm, a loud storm with a brief period of heavy rain, it's going to be a possibility, mostly very early in the evening on our Saturday. Then things will quiet down. Now, as we go into the day on Sunday, what we've been talking about over the last couple of days is that the overall severe weather risk may be higher Sunday afternoon than Saturday as a result of a stronger cold front pushing through. Today's model information would suggest that the front is just a little bit faster and the ingredients may not come together for severe weather until this front gets a little bit east of our area. In fact, today's outlook from the Storm Prediction Center for the day 3, which is Sunday, would suggest that we're not even in the 1 on a 1 to 5 scale when it comes to the severe weather threat. I think maybe they've drawn the area a little bit too far to the east. I would paint this darker green area a little bit closer to maybe I-79 in western and west central PA. I think that storms can try to initialize near the eastern end of our viewing area around midday. So I would not let down your guard just yet on Sunday in a lot of western PA, especially early in the afternoon. Now, by mid to late afternoon, a lot of this, is well east of our area, looks like. But early afternoon might be a spot that we, have to watch out for the potential for a couple of gusty storms. But as you can see, our model here runs out through about 2 p.m. on Sunday, and this model would suggest things are trying to bubble up, but it may be happening a little bit too late for most of our viewing area. So our severe weather risk on Sunday may be lowering once again with a somewhat faster speed of this front. Now, if the front were a couple of hours slower again, which isn't asking much of this, then I think our severe weather threat region-wide would start ticking up again on Sunday. Bottom line, stay tuned for the latest forecasts over the next couple of days. This is still a changeable situation. We'll be looking at the latest information this afternoon through the weekend. Don't want to let down our guard just yet, but maybe, just maybe, parts of our area will be in the clear pretty quickly Sunday afternoon. And this is a cold front, and you know what that means. Behind it, a little bit of relief from the heat and humidity. If you're not a fan of this kind of muggy, midsummer-like weather, the forecast will please most of you early next week with highs Monday back in the 60s. I'll have a lot more to say later on today on 21 News at 6 and 11 on weather for Weather Geeks this evening. So look forward to seeing you then. Have a great rest of your Friday.